obviously, and I thought I'd give you guys a quick update on what's happening, what's been going on here in the past few days. Um, I have, over the past few months, joined up with this homeless advocacy group that we call here the UNU. It stands for Unhoused Neighbors Union, and it was created by a few people that I know, and I joined up with it a few months ago. And it initially started out by being a way to keep track of all the sweeps that the city does on us. When we find a camp or we find some place where we can kind of pop a squat and stay, the city comes in and sweeps all our stuff, grabs stuff and throws it away and all that kind of crap. Well, Jesus, I'm like all frizzed up. I wonder if I could put this. Hold on a second. Let me. I'm trying to make this happen a little bit more. Yeah. I was having a little bit of trouble here with this live stream, trying to get this started and get it going. So I'm gonna try to get over to my channel so I can see any of the comments that pop up. There we go. Now, over the months, we've been keeping track of all these sweeps and stuff that the city has been doing to the homeless here. And I'll tell you, the homeless community has been growing. I mean, it's getting bad. But, you know, it's not really based on anybody's choice. So, it's... The cost of living is going up. It seems like it's going up everywhere. And what, Joseph? Sup from Oz, Wisconsin, Oz? Is that what that means? I don't know. Let me make sure I can do this right. Type this up a little bit. TEST test. Enter. Okay, all right, so it's working here. All right. What's going on, Joseph? I'm up here in Missoula, Montana. And this is Zoo Town up here, Missoula, Montana. And but anyways, I was telling you guys that so we've been keeping track of all these sweeps that happen throughout our entire community. And there's all sorts of things that are happening. One bedroom in Wasu are like $1,200 a month. Right. I mean, that's here. We've got that kind of crazy going on for efficiency, like, you know, simple efficiency apartments. That's the kind of crap that we're you know, the price range that we're looking at. And the cost of living isn't. I mean, you literally have to have like 4 people living all together in one little area for you to make any ends meet. You know, you got your insurance, you got your car, you got you know, all that kind of stuff. You got internet, you have all those other expenses. And if you don't have those expenses, then it's really, if you don't have all those things, then it's very difficult to keep a job. And out here, you know, I've been homeless for 4 years now, over 4 years now, and the idea of getting a job and working your way out of homeless is obviously not the deal, because I've been working for the same guy for 4 years, trying to save money up, and I can't get past that $200 threshold. I'll save money up to about $200, and then something happens, like you know, I blow a tire, or I get a ticket, or something. I can't get past that $200 mark. I've thought about doing a GoFundMe thing, but that I don't know what that would do. I mean, I've got my PayPal links and my Cash App links on my YouTube videos and stuff like that, and none of that's really working out for me either. So I'm just kind of like, you know, trying to pull my weight here. But the neat thing is that I did this group that I belong to. and I've kind of made a name for myself out here on the streets, you know. This group that I belong to invited me about a week ago to go with them up to Helena, which is the capital of the state of Montana, go up to Helena and speak on behalf of the homeless down here in Missoula. So I got invited and went up there this weekend. It was called the Policy Leadership Institute. It was a big convention up there, a whole bunch of different people up there. And I went up Saturday afternoon and stood up at the podium and with a microphone and explained some of the hardships of what we have to go through and what the city isn't paying attention to, what the city is completely always lacking on, all the problems that are hitting us, and they're pathetic problems. I mean, if there's no reason why they can't find a plot of land somewhere, there's enough private property around that they could issue out some type of city funding to help take care of and have multiple camps around town or something. But instead, the city turns around and contracts with a homeless shelter here in town, and then they create a sub shelter, which is what I'm in now. And I'll point this thing up right here. This is our warming center. This place is one big, see, I'm back here in what's known as the overflow. But the building extends all the way back there. Look at that. So all those beds on the floor is where people can sack out. And it's a pretty good sized building. I mean, this place was it's been used for all sorts of different things. And it's been the warming center for the homeless for the past 4 years. So yeah, that's kind of cool. You can see like some of the problems, you know, the paneling up on the roof is kind of, you know, up on the ceiling there is kind of falling apart, but that's the least of anybody's worries. We don't care about that. At least it's warm in here, you know. We don't have to huddle up in our little tent coffins and stay in there all damn winter long. That's such a pathetic way to live. There's a lot of hardships that I could sit there and explain to you guys about what we go through out here. And you think that if somebody was homeless, you have a lot less problems, but that is not what happens. I mean, you got a lot of problems on an hourly basis. And if you can find some place like what I'm doing right now to relax, then it's kind of nice. And it's a real pathetic. It's really pathetic that there's so much stress put out on people who have literally a lot of less bills. It's really stupid. And you think that since this is Montana, the outdoor state, the state with all this unexplored, you know, all this unexplored land and everything, but you can't camp anywhere. It's fucking stupid. It's a really the policies here are just erroneously dumb and are not user friendly. Technically, it causes more hardship on your life than a benefit. So that was one of the things that I had mentioned there at this Policy Institute, you know, and we had some legislators that were there. They heard what I was saying and everything, and yeah, it was pretty neat. I got contacts, people that I can talk to and stuff like that, because ultimately, if I don't do it, then I'm gonna get a group of people who are gonna help me out, and we're gonna start taking action, because we're sick and tired. We're sick and tired of always having to fucking move around and not have a home. You know, the only way you can get an apartment is if you get on some type of government help, and we don't like. I know I don't get any government help. I don't want to be a welfare case. I'm not a welfare case. I'm out here on the streets trying to work myself out of this, and I'm not a welfare case. And I refuse to be one. I don't get food stamps. I don't get housing. I don't do any of that shit. So when I choose not to do that, their asses shouldn't look down on me for it. It's kind of self-explanatory, you know. So, anyways, I explained that too when I was up at the podium too, and If people don't want to get on any type of government assistance and they don't want to get on one of your damn programs, then you should give them the freedom to not. Oh yeah, sure, they got the freedom not to, but you don't create a hardship. Make them move every 5 days. Make it so that way there's no place for them to camp, no place to set up their own home, no place to do anything like that, no place, you know, you can't even go up in the mountains anywhere because you have to deal with DNR, and you can't go out in the county because now you got to deal with the sheriffs. You can't camp anywhere here in the city because then you got code enforcement and the police to deal with. It's a very bad system, you know. If and you're wrong. You're wrong if you think that by not allowing people some place to have their own home or to homestead or anything to that nature, that they have to live a life equivalent to what you have. Because after COVID, we all understand if you're intelligent enough to understand the idea of the American way of life, having a family, having 2 kids, having a nice home, white with picket fence, that shit's over. It's over. That idea of lifestyle is fucking over. Now you're gonna have to look at tiny homes. Now you're gonna have to look at living single. Now you're gonna have to look at maybe having 2 or 3 little tiny homes. You know, one for you, the missus, and the kids. You know, it's that's what it's going to eventually come down to. Or you're going to have to find some plot of property where you have one person who owns 5 acres, and then you're going to go out and you're going to rent from that person 1/8 of an acre. So that way you can put your own camp up, you put your RV on it, you know, because that's the way you're going to have to live. I mean, I don't see why people did not see this coming, because this is exactly what happened in the early 19th century. Right before the Great Depression. Jobs started, housing fucking crashed, all sorts of crap. Everything that is happening now has already happened before. It happened back in the 1900s, early 1900s, right before the Great Depression. Everybody wants to turn a blind eye to it and think I'm just going to handle my own shit and stay away from all these problems that all these other people are having. I'm going to stay away from it and hope that it doesn't happen to me, but it's gonna. I've seen people come out here and talk with people out here who were like, they lost their apartments, they lost their houses, and they were like, man, we never thought we'd be homeless. I mean, every time we saw homeless people out there, yeah, we felt bad, but sometimes we were like, well, they created their own situation. They're in that situation because of some bad choice that they made. Yeah, and now here we are. We're out here. I got my kids. I got my wife. I got this whole family out here, and I don't know what the hell to do. We're on housing, and what?
Hi.
Hi. Is that supposed to be Pikachu thing?
No, it's Wolverine.
Wolverine?
Yes, the original Wolverine. You know, from the anime cartoons.
Okay, I see it now.
The original Justice League.
Right. We had the yellow, yeah, he had the yellow outfit.
Sorry, people.
You should get in front of the camera, let everybody see it. Where'd you get that at?
Tammy.
Oh, Tammy had it? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Ta-da! I'm out of here.
Yeah. And see, when they opened this building up for this year, this is the first year that this shelter is going to be open all year round. So the thing is that the city, through their contract, the city turned around and paid the Poverello, which is the primary homeless shelter in town here, not this place, but it's a different building. They paid them $780,000 to open this building up. Now, $780,000 to house 185 people. You could probably find yourself some property and have somebody like me build some tiny houses, one house for 2 people for less than $780,000. For way less than $780,000. But instead they just want to keep the problem going. Keep the problem going so they keep getting funding. They don't want to solve any problems. They don't want to solve anything. They want to keep the problems going. And we are all seeing this. every single one of us out here on the streets is seeing this. They're not solving a problem. They're just putting little band-aids on a massive fucking, on a massive gut cut. Trying to put band-aids over an entire sleeve of your arm being skinned. It's stupid. These people really have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And from what I've heard, they have a let me see here. Check something out. Come on. I need to see this chat. There we go. Turn this thing sideways here. Joseph, yeah, 1-bedrooms are $1,200. They're building 2-bedroom rooms now for $22. It's sick, yeah. Joseph, speaking the truth, brother, there is no middle class, no more, just rich. Yep, just rich and poor. Yep, that's what's happening. Of course, we all saw it coming anyways. They've been talking about this stuff for the past 10 years. Nicole, totally, this is the first time I've actually watched the live stream. I love your positiveness and your determination on the homeless issue. Hello, Nicole. Oh my God, I'm so happy that you showed up. That's so cool. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. Why don't you and the folks there start saving to get some land or get an agricultural grant to build a tiny garden community on? Yeah, we've looked at that. We've looked at that too. But I can't coordinate enough people here to go out and work, stay focused, stay determined, because there's so many people that are exhausted. A lot of us over the past 4 years, we've tried to do stuff. We had some property. There was some property that was outside of town here, right next door to Eco Compost, and they delegated that property off so we could all move on to it. Well, we did. Well, then they come in. I mean, they had enough. The place was going to be open for 3 years, but the damn place didn't stay open for over a year. It didn't stay open for a year because what they ended up doing is they opened up this camp and they allowed all of the homeless on the camp. It didn't matter what kind of problems you had or anything like that. Everybody got pulled together, and that's not what you do. You take people who have mental health issues and you put them in one camp. You take somebody who's working and somebody who's got a normal life, and you put those people in a different camp. You have people who have schizophrenia, you put them in a different camp. You got people who need medications and need to live off of medications. You put those people into a different camp or in another camp, so that way the hospitals and like Partnership Health Center, which is another low-income medical facility, they know where to find their patients at when they have to deliver medications, because they do that. They go out and they find people. They come down here and they look around for people that they're trying to find because they've got their Adderall or whatever, so that way they don't have to look all over the damn place in 2 different shelters looking around for people. They know where everybody's at that gets medication, and that's the camp that they're going to stay at. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Mothers might be. Bro, I used to play Borderlands 2 with you back in the day, bro. You won't remember me, but what's up, dog? Yeah, I miss playing Borderlands, man. Oh God, I miss that game. Jeez, I miss that game. I miss playing that. I miss playing Destiny 2. Oh jeez, I haven't had a controller in my hands for 4 years. For 4 years, I haven't had a welder in my hand for 4 years. It's crazy, man. So it's so true. You got to split them up so there are no problems. Yeah, that's right. And that's what the city That's exactly the wrong thing that the city did. Is I think they did it on purpose. They intentionally clusterfucked everybody together in one spot, knowing full well that there were going to be problems. And yeah, those problems did arise. You had people fighting, and you had security having to kick people out because they're getting too belligerent or whatever, you need to segregate people. You need to separate these people from these people, and most of it comes down to mental issues anyways. So, you know, do you have Instagram? No, I do not. Nope, I don't have Instagram. All I've got is my Facebook. Yeah, Programmed to Fail. Yeah, that's right. And there's a whole plethora of stuff that I could tell you about, you guys. Don't forget to thumbs up the video too. Thumbs it up so other people, so it gets tagged off, sent to other people too. But like I was explaining before, this weekend I got invited to go up to Helena, which is the capital of Montana, and I went to the Policy Leadership Institute. I went up there. I got invited to go up there and speak on behalf of the homeless here in Missoula. So Saturday afternoon, I went up there at the podium and I had a microphone and everything. I sat there and talked about some of the problems that we had. I mean, I couldn't talk about all of them, but I love you too, Nicole. Miss ya. So I couldn't explain everything. I mean, even though I wanted to. I mean, man, I wanted to get up there with like a PowerPoint presentation and point all this stuff out, be all professional and shit. I wanted to do that, but my laptop was stolen last summer. I had a laptop and a Chromebook, and both of them were taken out of my car, which really kind of pisses me off because the laptop had pictures of all the stuff that happened throughout all 4 years of this place. I mean, I had pictures of people who have passed away, people who got housing and are gone now, and I had a lot of history on that damn thing. And I don't know, probably some dumbass junkie decided they needed it more, so they could go pawn it and get some drugs or some shit. So all those people's lives are erased now because of some junkie. So that's probably what happened there, and that's normally what always happens. Programmed to Fail. That was the priority, though. I'm talking about something with people who are willing. Yeah, I know you are more than capable. Leave their system, build your own. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to find some type of property that I can move on. And man, if I could get onto some of my own property, dude, I'd build a house that would make, put Smith Family Robinson in, put them to shame. Yeah, Joseph, weird. I can't see anyone else's chat, but that way they can say they did something. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, they can. And right now, since the city didn't this is so dumb. The city never comes out and talks to the homeless people. They talk to like the hot team. They talk to like the shelters. They don't come out and talk to us. I've never been approached by any city council or anybody saying this is what we need to happen. What do we need from you guys? Okay, well this and this. This is what we want. You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. They never come out and ask our asses. The people who are closest to the problem should be the ones that you talk to. They're the ones who have the solutions. It's stupid that they don't do that. But they go off and talk to these people who live in houses. These employees, if you're unhoused, if you get a home, you shouldn't be dictating the lifestyles of people who don't. You just shouldn't. That's just dumb. That's like a rich person telling a poor person how to live. It just doesn't work. It's like a skinny dude like me telling some massive bodybuilder how to lift weights. Obviously, if I'm not showing it, then I shouldn't be telling somebody else how to fucking do something when I don't even have it. See what I'm saying? I had a coffee maker in here. Joseph, now I can't even see my chats. This is weird. I don't know. You might have to refresh the page. You might need to do that. If you're watching it on your phone, you might need to maybe shut down the app and reopen it. You might need to do that. They're blocking all the chatting. I don't know. I think everybody else can see the chats. We got 11 people in here watching. Are you still here, Nicole? Where are you at right now? I'll go to my computer. Oh, yeah. Because I've got my guy. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Normally I'm using my phone for this, for my live stream, but my phone is completely dead. Thunder Divine. What is going on, Thunder? How's it going, man? Nikki? Nicolette? No, I don't even talk to her anymore. I gave her a ride. I gave her a ride the other day, and she was gonna pay me, and she never did. Yeah.
Anyways, I have a job to do, so they were like, hey boys, tell him where she is so he can have when she goes speak to work.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, she was very strong and she flaked on him too.
Yeah.
She was trying to
Well, she was here last night, and then she flaked out when she saw me. She owes me $40 for that damn ride. That was a long fucking ride. That's a lot of gas in my car I don't have now. So I'm getting sick of this.
Yeah, I am too.
See, it's stuff like this that you guys don't know what's going on here, but when we help people out here in the homeless community and then they don't pay us back for the help that we've helped them out with, then we end up getting dicked over, and now it costs us gas and time and all that crap in our resources, and it's stuff like this that causes me not to want to help anybody out.
Thank you.
We're the only ones that got your birthday presents? Oh. Yeah. Okay. What's the ratio as far as people down on their luck that just need help / push to get back on their feet compared to the people that are non-sober and too far gone to be helped? Okay, Banshee. What's the ratio between those two? Out here in this community, as of right now, it's probably a ratio of, I would have to say, probably a 60-40. 60% of us just in this building right now would like to have would like to have some property where we can just pop a squat somewhere and stay safe. We don't have to tear our shit down every 5 days. We don't have to move. We create our own little camp and we can stay there. It's going to be safe. Nobody's going to be walking through our camp. Nobody's going to be going through our stuff, stealing our stuff. You know, 40% of us want that and are able to go out and... I'm doing a live stream. What? No, I'm telling them this is what we need. Yeah. See, this is where I was at. I went down there for 2 days. Yeah. The other 60% are they're not motivated to do anything. They're not motivated to do anything. But the other 40% of us, we are. Because you can tell who they are is because they keep their bed area clean, they keep their camps clean, they're active, So yeah, I'd have to say it's a 60-40 split. I'm not saying everybody here. I'm just saying there are people here who um, there are people who are too far gone. Then there's people out here who aren't and could contribute back. If not going out and getting a job and bringing money into the camp, then they would at least be able to contribute to the camp and help keep the camp clean, go around and collect garbage, um, keep things going. A lot of these people are damn good cooks. Um, a lot of these people have worked cooking jobs, McDonald's, Arby's, that kind of thing. Some of them have worked at some higher end restaurants. There's two guys that, well, one of them camps out now, and the other one used to be a chef at the Montana Club. So he's got some clout behind him. People like that, even though they might not they might not go out and get a job and bring money into the camp, they would at least be able to contribute to the camp by keeping things clean, figuring out how to set up the fire pits, whatever, as long as, because as far as I'm concerned, if I ever got myself a camp or some property, it would be a mandatory goddamn thing that your camp and this entire camp needs to stay as clean as if we can have some kindergartners walk through here. I don't want to see syringes. I don't want to see garbage sitting out. I don't want to see crap laying out all over the place. I don't want to see bikes tore all apart. You keep this shit clean. This is your home, and how you live reflects your character. So if your house is a slob, then you are a slob, and you don't deserve the same respect as somebody who diligently keeps their place clean. At my camp, you're going to work, you're going to do your thing, you're going to have certain, and if you can't work and you're disabled, then you're going to apply whatever skills I decide that you can do. You're going to be doing those things. You're going to be able to, you see what I'm saying? So I'd be telling people what they need to do to pull their weight at the camp, because if they don't, then you're going to be asked to leave. You're going to keep your damn camp completely clean. If you can't go out and find a job, then I will show you how to start your own business, how to file, how to get an EIN number. I'll help you start a small little business where you're selling jewelry, or if you're doing whatever, if you're doing wood carving or anything like that. You want to start pulling in money that way based upon your talent that you know how to do, then I will show you how to set up a business and how you can apply that stuff to go out and be a contributing member of society. You're not going to fucking you're not going to come up with the cure for cancer or anything. No, but you can at least contribute something to society and not just sit on your ass and think that, because you lived a certain way, then the city needs to pay for your life now, or the state does, or the Fed does. No. God didn't breathe your life into this world to be a lump of waste sitting in the back corner, just, wanting people to help you out. You got to achieve. You got to go out and do something. Maybe I'm just too damn long-winded on that stuff. Thunder freezing my balls off. Oh, yeah. Chris and Gamino, would you summarize what happened? I've been watching for years, since before the Batmobile. Okay, now I can see some of the convo. Can you go live with me? I don't know if my system can handle that, because I'm on a Wi-Fi system right now, and I don't know if this thing will work that way, because I'm on tablets and I'm on the open Wi-Fi here, and if too much is going on, if I pull other people in on the video, I don't know if my system will be able to handle that. Banshee Ray, I live in San Diego, and the homeless population, it's mind-boggling. Now there are people that simply can't afford housing, even with higher paying jobs. I know, that's right, that's happening here too. I've seen guys in nice trailers and live in industrial areas where they work. They respect the property they are on and have no problems besides moving every day. Yeah. See, that's what we have here too. We have to move every day, and that gets a little costly because what the city is making us do here is that you have to move off the same street. So you just can't move a few feet like it used to be. They want you moving around the fucking corner, down another street. But the problem is that once you do that, now you're parked in front of somebody's house. You see what I'm saying? Now you're parked in front of somebody's house. And the industrial area out here in this part of town, in the industrial section of town, those motherfuckers have everything fenced off. They don't want anybody being on their property. It's ridiculous. I mean, these people are harsh. They're heartless. It's ridiculous. I should be able, Joseph. I don't know how I'd be able to do that though, because I've already set up my live stream, and I don't know how to invite anybody into the live stream. Plus, I don't even know if I'd even be able to hear you because of all the noise that I got going on behind me. And I don't have any headphones to plug into here. It should. The little cam up top on the left. Save highlight, share, mute microphone. What's this? Whoa, what the hell does this do? Whoa! Dude, that's kind of cool. I like that. Silver screen. Oh. That's cool. I like that. That's kind of neat. Reverse? Whoa. Damn, where am I at? Which one was the regular one? Okay, I guess that's good enough. Off. What the hell? Come on. Oh. Okay, there's chat. Live chat, all messages are visible. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the only... Yeah, it's not showing me any options to request anybody to come in here. The only camera icon I see is the one that switches off to the back, and now you're on the back camera. But the back camera... Ronald, hot boy. Come on. I've been watching since I was a kid, and as crazy as it seems, I believe you are an inspiration to be becoming a fabricator. Just wanted to let you know I'm 25 now and built 500,000 plus race cars. What? 500,000? You mean? Oh, you now build 5,000 race cars that are priced over $5,000. Damn, and up. Ronald, hot boy. What's going on, Ronald? What's going on? Yeah, for some of you guys, don't forget to thumbs up the video. For some of you guys who are just coming in here, I'm just getting back from Helena because I went down to Helena and I got invited to this place here, Policy Leadership Institute here in Montana. Went up there and talked and spoke on behalf of the homeless here in Missoula. Got up at the podium and talked for about 15-20 minutes, talking about issues that we have here in Missoula. And this all took place in Helena, which is the capital of Montana. Ended up getting some pretty decent contacts, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, ended up so I'm still being active, you guys. I'm trying very hard not to let this lifestyle put me out. You know, there've been plenty of times when I've had some pretty crazy thoughts going through my head, you guys, and but I've tried to stay strong, you know. So and those are some pretty low times and shit. So yeah, but yeah. So I've had a few people out there ask me about maybe starting a GoFundMe page, and start requesting donations. So maybe even buy some property, depending upon how much we can pull in. But I don't know how well that would work. Because I know I'd really love to get back into building stuff. Right now during the summertime, I go out and I build decks. I work with wood. Blah. You know, I miss working with steel. Oh, I miss working and welding stuff together and doing all my videos and stuff like that. I really miss fucking doing the YouTube stuff, you guys. God, I have dreams about it and all that kind of stuff. And all that kind of stuff. When you get handed a purple moon, I don't know what that means. Do you guys? Does that mean somebody's going to spank me really hard later on tonight? I hope so. Yeah. I've gotten kicked out of this place 3 times. The first time I got kicked out is because I took my trailer and I parked it in back in the parking lot, and they kicked me out for it because the parking lot is not for trailers. I'm like, so now I have to move my trailer out into the community and park it on the streets out here and be a burden to the community when you have the fucking property right there for people to do it? Stupid. Second time I got kicked out is because I brought my tools inside here, and I brought my cordless tools, my batteries and stuff that I use for work. I brought them in because you're not supposed to keep cordless power batteries and stuff in the cold. Not supposed to do it. It damages the batteries and makes it so that way they don't hold a charge anymore, especially if it gets too damn cold. And it was getting cold. It was getting like 14 below outside, so I had to pull that shit in here, charge it up, get it warmed up. Took almost 10 hours before my batteries to feel like they weren't cold anymore. And that's the outside. That's not the inside, you know. And so I brought my batteries in. I brought my tools in. Like 3 or 4 bags of stuff sitting next to my bed. And they came in and they were like, "You just got too much stuff in here, Tully. You got a 3-day out." And they kicked me out for 3 days, out into the cold. If I didn't have my trailer, if I didn't have that trailer, that bedroom, my trailer that I have converted, I don't know where I would have stayed. I really don't. And then after that, about a week and a half after that, I had my bedroll sitting okay, you see those 2 mirrors back there? Okay, right at the center of where those mirrors are at, you can see this wall. This wall goes back to about right there, and that's the corner. That's the corner of this big room that we're in. Well, I had my bedroll way back there, out of the way of all of the floor cleaners, all that. I was out of the way, and I took off to go down to the gas station to get some coffee. And when I came back, they gave me a 7-day out because I didn't pick up my bedroll. My shit and the things I do not create a fucking burden. I'm not in anybody's way. But you're gonna penalize my ass because of it. I mean, these dumbasses actually think that they're like our parents or some shit. The policies and the rules that they have in this place is not even shit you have in your own home. This stuff is stupid. Yeah. I remember that when you were doing your boat build, and that engine that you had, that mount was kind of cool. Yeah, sure. PayPal will work too. I think it's on in the description of this channel or on this video. Let me look here quick. Where's the description at? More. Yeah, it's in the description of this video here, of my live stream here. PayPal at T-Man's Go Karts. Yep. I think if you even click on that, if you click on that link, it should take you right to. Yeah, T-Man's Go Karts. We use cookies to improve your experience on our site. We may use marketing cookies to show you personalized ads. Oh. Yeah. And I think I've also got Cash App too. I finally got my Cash App going, even after a year of letting that damn thing linger out there, because I had so many people asking me if I had Cash App. I was like, yeah, I got Cash App, and I think I had to look around. Oh yeah, I guess I do. So I got that, but that's not listed down in there. My Cash App. Oh no, I don't. I wonder if it will. Here we go. Yeah, PayPal will work. If one of you guys wants to try going through Cash App, I can post that link on here too. Yeah, I know, Joseph. I know it is. No, it's actually almost. Well, I don't know about Nazis, but you know, it really is, and you don't realize how bad it is out here until you're living it. You know, at first, it's not really all. It wasn't all that big of a deal. You know, okay, you pack your stuff up every morning, and then you go outside, and you know, you can bring your stuff outside and leave it outside if you want, or you know, put it in your car and then you know, go to work or whatever. But when you do that for a month, that changes everything. You start looking at it as being, this is ridiculous to keep doing this stuff. You wouldn't want to wake up and pack up everything in your pack up everything in your bedroom, and then move it out into the living room, or better yet, go put it out in the garage and do that every day. Try doing that every day. Pack up, just stick with your bedding. Just stick with your bedding. Pack all your bedding up, pick it up, and go bring it out into the garage, you know, 40 feet away or something like that. You wouldn't want to do it. Eventually, you're going to get burnt out. Every morning turns into a damn marathon. It's yeah, you know. I mean, I can tell right now. I mean, I am getting so fucking old. Look at these wrinkles in my face. Of course, it also comes with just the hardship of being outside all the damn time. Yeah, you know why homeless people have such loud voices? It's because we don't have inside voices. Get it? Why are homeless people so loud? Because we don't have inside voices. Use your inside voice, children. And that's just your bedding. Try to imagine carrying around all your food with you too that you're going to eat for like the next 2 or 3 days. See what I'm saying? I mean, I can understand if you're going out camping and you're going to be out of the house for maybe a week, you know, because you're out hunting. That's different because you can get used to that, knowing full well that you're going back home. But when you don't have anything else to go back to, that changes everything. You gotta make sure you have enough water when you cook. You want to make sure that all your pots and pans and all your utilities and all your silverware and everything is clean, because if not, you're going to end up catching E. coli and then you're sick. And what happens if you're working on something? Let's say you're chopping up some wood and you slip and slam the blade into your hand or your forearm. How are you going to get to the hospital? You know, how are you going to be able to cover that up? What if your phone's not working? You know, if you're in a house, that's different, because you can have all this amenities. You know, you can have towels and all that crap. You know, a shower, sink. See, that's the stuff. I know all this, and that's why most of the stuff that I have. I mean, I've got so much stuff right now. I mean, in the 4 years I've been out here, you guys, I've got my Ranger, my Ford Ranger. I got another car, which is a 91 Oldsmobile custom cruiser. Look that up. Oldsmobile 91 custom cruiser. Look at that car. I have a white one. Okay. So it's a luxury car, but it's from 91. So I've got that car. I've got my trailer that I built, remember years ago, that has, my Facebook has the Batmobile on it. Okay. I have that trailer, and that trailer has walls on it and tarps over the top. So that way I've got it set up to the point to where it's a bedroom / storage. So it's all encased. And I sectioned off about 4 feet off the back end of it to make a porch. So I've got a little porch on the back of my trailer. Now I've got extra blankets. I've got paracord. I've got a lot of paracord. I've got stuff to make a massive, nice camp. You know, carpets. I've got all my own tools. I've got heavy tools. So I've got like the big bars to break concrete, break rock. I've got all that. I've got most of my tools are all cordless. I've got some plug-in stuff, but I use that for work. I've got a little cooking thing. I haven't even shown you guys that, but that's pretty neat. I built it. I was out scoping out dumpsters one day, and there was this company that deals with heavy equipment, and they had this big wooden box outside. It's about, I don't know, 4 feet long. It's about 4 feet long, a foot high, a foot deep. You know it. But what came in it was a hydraulic cylinder for some type of big truck. So I went and grabbed that box. I cut holes in the front of it, cut a hole in the top, and I stuck a burner in the top, and then one of those green propane tanks screws on the bottom of it, so I can put the propane tank underneath and just put that on. And then I have this whole work area up on top, so I can, like, you know, have other pots and pans and stuff like that up there. Or if I have another cooking station, I can put the cooking station up there, and then I've also got the propane burner right here. It's something it's kind of cool how I did this, and I wanted to do a video on it, but I'd have to do it with my phone. So one of these days I'll do that, or take pictures of it and put it on my YouTube channel here. That's another thing. I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys have been seeing the posts I do on my community page. I don't know if you guys have been seeing that, but normally when I I'll post something on my communities page, and it goes out in front of everybody. So hopefully you guys can see that stuff. Oh yeah, it's really bad in Wausau, in Wisconsin. You can't bring anything in with you. Yeah. They have a what's the other thing they're doing? What else do I got going on? I've got like shovels. I've got the primary important stuff, but I still have a lot of clothing at Crystal's place. I still have a lot of stuff at Crystal's place. I still got the welder, the bandsaw, my drill press, And there's a few other things too that's still at the house that she moved down into the basement. And yeah, man, she's really kind of rock and rolled on that place, man. She built a deck on the side of the house, which is really damn impressive. And then she started building she got rid of literally all of the shelving and the shop stuff that was in there, which I don't understand why she did that, because all that stuff was already initially there when we got there. She got rid of all that, threw all that out, and then she built another, or she bought another shelving unit, and she put that all together. And yeah, she's got like her own little shop in there, and I'm like, how come you couldn't do this when we were together? You know, how come you couldn't do wood stuff and I do the steel stuff? We could make some really kick-ass tables and stuff, you know, and sell it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we could have done a lot of really cool stuff together, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know what happened there, but anyways, so those tools are still there at the house. But I've got like shag rugs and stuff like that people thrown out. I've got lots of really cool tapestries and scarves. Like this is a scarf that I wear all the time. This is one of a few that I wear all the time. See, now put this thing on like this. And I'll wear it like this all the time. I've had this scarf since the first year I was out here. I've got this one, and this is one that somebody sent, one of the girls here gave me. This one's really cool too. I don't know why, but I've gotten like all into these like neat scarves and crap. I got on Temu. Holy crap. Have you guys downloaded Temu? Oh, Jesus. You're gonna freak out when you look through all that stuff. Temu is the shit. There's another one. This is more like I'd probably use this as like a light shade or something like that in my trailer. I doubt it, Ronald. I doubt it. Our entire life is over. Everything we had going together is over. Even if we were, I wouldn't even want to get back together with her because there would just be way too much stuff to fix. I mean, the kids are probably so far gone in this internet liberal crap that they have no motivation to get out of the house and do anything. They don't have their licenses. They don't want to learn to drive. They just want to sit on the computer all day long. And it's horrible. I knew this was going to happen. The moment I'm removed out of the house, the moment she figures out a way to kick me out of the house or do whatever, then their entire lives are just going to go downhill. Now, to them, obviously, no, they think their lives are just fine without the cop in the house, without, you know, daddy federal enforcer in the house. But, you know, our lives are awesome now. We don't have to answer to anybody. But they won't, you know, after Crystal passes away and after I pass away, they're going to have nothing, and they're not going to be able to do anything in their lives at all but be welfare cases, because they're not going to have any talent. They'll never be able to do the stuff like what I'm doing, going down to fucking legislation and getting up at a podium and talking to 200 people. You know, they'll never have the gall or the power to do that, or the wherewithal within them to do that kind of stuff, or to fight for other people, or to stand up for what's right. They'll never have that. That's what I was trying to steer them into doing, being those type of people, representing people or being there for people, being the go-to guy, you know, the go-to girl. That's what I was trying to do with them, trying to get them to live a life so awesome that they wouldn't that they'd never have to look back on their life and say, oh God, I wish mom was alive because then she could help me, or I wish dad was alive because then he could help me. You know, I don't want them doing that. I wanted them to be like, man, I'm glad my mom and dad both taught me how to do this. And don't rely upon us. Rely upon your own. Rely upon yourself. Rely upon what you know and what we have taught you, how to be strong, how to keep it going, how to be a strong individual, what to look for, how to look for it, you know, that kind of thing. But that's not going to happen now. No. They'll never be, you know, unfortunately, they're never going to have any internal strength within themselves to want to be anybody important. Everybody thinks they're important, but you know, I've obviously found out and realized that, you know, when you start thinking you're important, something comes along and lets you know that you're not. Now you can either pout or you can pick yourself up and keep going. It's not a question of ever giving up, because yeah, you want to give up. There's certain times when you want to give up. You want to be able to quit. You know, keep going, and someday you'll get there, said the guy who has $2,000 worth of Amway in his garage. If I just keep selling this, I'll be a millionaire someday. That's what the infomercial said. So I bought $20,000 worth of Amway product, and it's still in my garage. I'll get there someday. No, dude, you need to learn to quit. Give up. Move on. Some people would say that's kind of an ass of me to say, but you know, it's truth. It's real. Holy crap. Battery's at 12%? No way. Uh-oh. What time is it? 9:48. Okay, well, it's 9:48 right now, you guys. I better shut this down because they turn the lights off at 10. And normally when the lights go off, it's kind of the time you don't really want to be talking very loud because other people are trying to get to sleep and stuff like that. So you got to be respectful to thy fellow man. Yeah. So, yeah. But I'll jump over there and check. Ronald, I'll get over there and check my PayPal. And I can't do it now because my phone's completely dead and all that kind of thing. So thanks for whatever you sent. So but yeah, I'll keep you guys up to par on how all this stuff is going, so you guys can keep informed with what I'm doing here. There's other things that are going on too that I'm gonna have to take action on, and it's concerning some pretty serious shit. And God, I wish I had some place where I could set up my computer and my printer and all that kind of crap, because there is so much stuff that so many people are being saved on because I can't write my legal documentation. And there ain't no way I'm going to sit down and write it all out on a piece of paper. You know, I'm not going to write legal documentation on regular paper. Chances are it might not even be accepted, but I don't know. They would have to accept it, but still, you know, I need people to proofread it and all that kind of crap. So if I had my Microsoft Word and I had my computer set up, just like I did with my that other case that I dealt with a few years back, yeah, I would love to get all that stuff set back up again, so that way I can start going at the, because this issue that's going on here with all the homeless and stuff, and this is literally ridiculous, and I'm living it. I've heard stories about shit, but now I'm living it. I mean, I can't tell you how many situations I've been in that were dangerous, straight out dangerous. Guns, knives, baseball bats with nails sticking out of them. Not coming at me, of course not, but I've been in the vicinity. I mean, the only time that somebody ever came at me, was actually there was 2 times, 2 different people. One guy came at me with a knife, and I had to get a little aggressive with him. But yeah, there's stuff that happens out here that, yeah, dangerous. Yep. I will, Ronald. I will. Yeah, I might be able to help you out. That'd be cool, Joseph. I've also got Cash App too. I got Cash App too, but I can't access my damn phone right now because my phone's completely dead. Or else I'd just show you. I go into my Cash App and have that QR code, and I can turn the QR code and hold it up to the camera, and so that way you guys can be able to take your phones and. I think that works. I think that would work. I should try that on the next live stream if my phone's charged up. I don't think. Let me try it. Let me see if this will work. Let me see here. First, plug in my phone. What time is this? Okay, we got about 8 minutes left. Come on, turn on. Come on, turn on, dummy. What?
This one team won by 3 points.
Who did?
Not the West Coast.
Oh. Does anybody know the score?
Kansas City.
The score of the game.
Kansas City Dream. Rise of the Kansas City Dream.
Rice-A-Roni?
Yeah. I left my heart in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah. Kansas City won. Oh, okay. Yeah, Kansas City won. Do you know what the scores were?
Well, one was 3 points ahead. They were tied in the third quarter.
Okay, here we go. Cash App. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Ready? That's the QR code, but I don't know if it's showing right up or right side down. I think my name's coming out backwards. So this might come out backwards on you. (22 to 25), Kansas City won. Oh. Let me see if I can put. Yeah, see, the lights just went off and now it's all dark and creepy. Oh, here's my. Let me type it. I'll type it into the chat here too. The tag is $. Yeah. There we go. It's not really a link. I don't know where my link is at. Link bags, favorites, personal. Yeah. There we go. Now it's all blue. Yeah, there you go, Josh. Send some cough drops for the neighbor. Yeah, you can hear her too, right? Yeah, I think that's her. See, we've all got this cough around here. This building is very dry, so you know we all wake up and we're just if you don't start drinking water right away, you're waking up and moving around really thick. You know, you can feel it. You can feel it in your lungs. You can feel it in your nose and your eyes. Your eyes are all scratchy. Yeah. That's what we all need for Cash App, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but I'll keep you guys informed on all this this policy thing that I'm doing, and some of the other crap. See, because we keep track. Actually, once my phone charges up enough, so I'll try to post it tonight. But I'll take some pictures of what my camp looks like, or my trailer looks like, and I'll post them on my communities page here on YouTube. You know, if you go over to my channel and you go up at the top, or you go underneath my banner, you'll see like you got live streams, you've got videos, and then you've got community. Well, the community tab is where you post like generalized notices to everybody. You know, like, hey, I'm gonna do a live stream tonight, or hey, check out this picture. And if you guys go down through some of those pictures, you'll see some of the stuff that I've built. I built a big old white building at the last camp I was at. They made me tear that thing down, which ultimately is what made me have to get rid of the Batmobile and the full screen machine. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. You know, and it's I don't know. It's really odd. I don't know why, but oh, there we go. Woo! Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, that'll help. Put some gas in my car. Give me a pack of smokes. The cigarettes I smoke down here are Montegos, and they're like no, they're like $6.50, something like that. I used to smoke Marlboro mediums, but they're up there at $8 or $9 a pack now. So I'm like, Jesus. So I went down to a lesser grade cigarette, but they're actually kind of nice. Montego shorts. Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing. The funds that come in on PayPal or Cash App, those are the last ones I use. So when I'm out and I hit a roadblock of something and I can't do anything, or like the other day, somebody didn't pay me. I took this girl on this trip. Now it's gonna cost me about $20 in gas, but she said she was gonna pay me $40. So we left. I put an additional $10 in gas into my tank, went there, came back, and she never paid me. She said she was going to have the money when she gets back, when she gets back here. She never paid me back. Ooh, I'll keep that in mind, Joe. $40 an hour, that I'd keep that in mind. I'd probably have to learn how to I'd probably have to learn how to weld again. Jeez. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna get on out of here because I'm getting people staring at me. So, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll probably do another live stream here in the next few days or so. I like to do them more in the daytime. The nighttime kind of cuts me short, and there's not very many people who show up, you know, on the nighttime. I tend to get a lot more people showing up right after like dinner, right after, in the time period of like 5 o'clock. Central time. So it would be 6 o'clock my time, but Central time it would be, no, it'd be 4 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Central time, 6 o'clock Eastern time. So I tend to get a lot more people come in on that. But yeah, okay guys, I'll talk to you later, and I'll keep you guys all informed, and then I'll also post some pictures on my community page too later. So hopefully by tomorrow, if you come over to my channel and go through the communities, you'll see all the pictures and stuff that I've got. Seriously, we got businesses that are starting at that. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. I've got so much stuff to move. I got so much shit to move. Plus Wisconsin, geez, that's like half a planet away from me. Plus on top of that, I mean, living here in Montana, I've been here since 2000, and I've never lived anywhere else so long. When I was younger, I always got kicked around. I lived in Iowa, South Dakota, moved down to, you know, in various towns in both of those two states, and then down to Oklahoma, and then back up to Iowa, then over to North Dakota again, and then, you know, I've never lived anywhere for, what, 24 years, 2024. I've never lived anywhere for 24 years. That's another thing, I've never spent, and when I was with Crystal, I spent more time with her than I did with my mom or my grandma, any girl in my whole life. She's the longest. I've spent more of my life with that girl than I have with anybody else. And then just to be dicked over like this. No, I don't want you coming home. The kids don't want you coming home. Just stay away. What a piece of shit. Oh, I've known it's been time. Well, that's. I know. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I've thought about it, but you get to a point to where, well, I don't know, what I'm going through now is the biggest change I've ever had in my whole life. Yeah. All right, guys, I'll see you later, and I'll make sure you come in and check on the communities page on my YouTube channel, because I'll post some video or post some pictures up on that. So I'll see you guys later.